Welcome to A Talk with Armani.
I am your host, Armani Iman.
This is the show that takes you behind the scenes and in front of the screen of all different types of productions. Whether it's a feature film, a brand new TV show, or writing a book, I introduce you to those powerhouses that make those productions work. Make sure you stay tuned as I bring to you my first guest.
Welcome to A Talk with Armani. I am your host, Armani Iman. We've got an exciting show planned for you today, and we've got some interesting things to talk about. So you're going to want to sit right there. Hopefully your phone is charged because you're going to have some information that you want to take down, and you might want to screenshot some things. We'll be right back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Coming up next, we're going to get out of the studio and into the car for a conversation in Riding with Armani.
Bobby, are we stopping?
I gotta make a stop.
Okay, okay, no problem. Who is it? Hey, girl, hey, Shay! Oh, my goodness, look at you! Oh, you look absolutely fabulous!
And so do you.
Oh, no. Well, of course, because of the print agency,
How about
primping and
that?
pampering
How about
and
that?
everything, primping and pampering on the go.
Yes,
Look
ma'am.
at you. I was sitting in the chair, y'all had to
Waste no
unpack,
time.
had the stuff. You was like, come on, right there. It was almost like seeing, you know how the doctors be on television and scalpel.
Yes.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
So, Bobby, like, no stops today. I know you like to surprise me and be running around with Armani, but I've got so much on the calendar. I'm looking through it, and I have a meeting in maybe about 15. Bobby,
What?
are we stopping?
Yeah, I have to make a quick little stop.
Okay, okay. Who is it? Hey, girl. Hey, Shay. Oh, my goodness. Look at you. Oh, you look absolutely fabulous.
And so do you.
Oh, no. Well, of course,
look
because of
good.
the print agency,
How about
primping and
that?
pampering
How about
and everything, primping and pampering on the go.
What I've been up to is moving print agency from the Northeast down to the Southeast.
What do you mean, like
It's moved
Alabama and stuff?
All the way down to Alabama, Florida, Georgia. Moving from the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, DMV area,
Okay.
all the way down here.
Oh my goodness. And then your
From
product
there.
that you offer is such uniqueness because it can just book you on the go. Like you come to them and do, oh my, and now you've got, because I know, well, you know, you take care of me.
Absolutely.
But you've actually got like, what, 6, 7 people working with you?
We do. Actually, you know, I have 6, 7 states that have about 2 or 3 artists a piece in the state.
Oh my
I
God.
want to say every state up and down the East Coast except for the Carolinas.
What?
We have hair and
the
makeup. I
Carolinas,
don't
you
know,
know,
the
South and
Carolinas.
North Kakalaki, we gotta get it popping.
Kakalaki ain't been calling.
Oh.
So tell Kakalaki to call your girl. But everybody's called, so we send them out. I send them out, hair, makeup, and some models as well. If it happens to be, you know, for a magazine or something like that. We got
So what
that.
do they do? So I know you, and I don't know if everybody gets this treatment, but I know when I call you, you come to me. Like
That's
you
right.
come, you bring your stuff, and you just bring out a whole thing. Is that what you do everywhere else?
Every single
Oh, so
word
I'm
we got.
just not the celebrity I thought I was.
But you still the celebrity. You're still the favorite
I'm
celebrity
like,
that you
oh,
think
girl,
you are.
I got a girl that come to me.
Listen, and that's my point.
Okay, so I get up this morning, and you know, of course, I'm like, oh my gracious, I have so much to do today, and my hair is looking a mess, and I called you.
Yep.
You know, and again, I'm still going off of the fact that I thought you only did this for me. But no matter what you do for anybody else, you're
Always
my
available for you.
print squad.
Exactly.
Okay? So they said, what do you got? Girl, I got a print squad.
Whole print squad, okay.
But I called
I mean, you can still think that.
right, and you show up in like less than an hour,
Yes, ma'am.
and you've got your whole
Print it on
yeah,
the
we
go.
think it's a print it on the go in the back of the
Yeah,
car.
literally.
Oh my goodness. I might need it if you keep stopping.
Literally, yeah, you can call me.
I will, definitely.
To make everybody feel like.
So how did you even come up with that? I never asked you that. How did you? Well,
I've been doing hair and makeup for 22 years.
okay.
And I'm
Since you was 4.
I mean, since I was like 2.
Yeah.
And, I've been and I have been a professional singer. And I
Okay.
used to travel and open up tours.
Okay.
And I tried to figure out a way to put the two together.
All right.
Forever. And it never could. All these years in the business, one year booking professional musicians, book professional beauticians.
Right.
So now after all these years of doing award shows, behind the scenes,
Yeah.
doing, festivals and all that, I know how to do that.
Pripping ain't easy.
Pripping is not easy.
Oh
Ain't
my
easy,
God.
honey.
And your Instagram is popping. You've got all kinds of stuff on Instagram. You got everybody's face, all the glamorous.
Yes,
People are looking through your Instagram like, wait a minute, this is how the face I want to see. This is how I want to be.
And that's,
but I called
you can still think that.
Right, and you show up in like less than an hour,
Yes, ma'am.
and you've got your whole traveling kit,
Yes, ma'am.
and then you've got a makeup artist
That's
with you,
right.
and you're doing the hair, and she's doing the face, and you switch
That's
up.
right.
So let me ask you a question: do all of your cosmetologists, do they do makeup as well? So they do the hair and makeup. So you've got double threats.
That's a good question. I love a combo. Call them combos
Okay.
because they can do the hair and the makeup. I'm a combo.
Okay.
I'll do the hair and the makeup, so I jump in wherever I need be.
I was sitting in the chair. Y'all had to
Waste no
unpack,
time.
had the stuff. You was like, come on, right there. It was almost like seeing, you know how the doctors be on television and scalpel.
Yes.
Dab.
And quietly. It's
Suction.
just
Yeah, it's just like, come on,
unspoken.
let's do it, let's get it. And then you turn you around and you like,
That's exactly
I'm done
how
and
it
I'm
should feel.
gorgeous.
And then we pack up and we go.
And then you go. All right, thank you so
That's what we
much.
do. Thank you so much for stopping, Nicole.
Of course.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome back to A Talk with Armani. So this is the time that I start talking about some things that's going on in the world, and we like to keep it light. So let's start, speaking of light, with Drake. Drake just gave a scholarship to a school down in Miami, and I think a girl got a scholarship. But I guess the most important thing is that people are giving back. A little bit ago, I believe it was Kaepernick that did the 10 for 10 challenge, where he was raising, I think it was $1 million or $10 million or something, and that all the different stars came and did a $10,000 pledge. I know LeBron James did something, Kevin Durant did some stuff, Stephen Curry, everybody was giving $10,000. I believe Kevin Hart gave some money. So it's all about everyone just trying to give back. It's not necessarily how much you give. It's just to try to help someone. A lot of us have started out in, from the bottom, if you will. We weren't always in a position that we could give money. And I'm not necessarily talking about the tens of thousands of dollars, but it might be about providing car fare for someone that needs it. It could even be buying some loose leaf paper and taking it to a school or a daycare that might need it. So I just like the fact that we've got some celebrities that are giving back, and they're doing it even though it says that these things shouldn't be, displayed. But I think that if we start to see more examples of people giving back, more people will think, what can I do to help someone? So let's give them a round of applause for taking out of their, money and saying, here, go ahead and do that. What else are we going to talk? The weather. Yes, we have to talk about the weather because, as you know, I film in Atlanta, but I'm from Philadelphia. So originally, when I first came to Atlanta, I had just left 31 inches of snow in Philadelphia. That is correct. There was 31 inches of snow that actually you had. Now, it wasn't all up to like my waist and all of that. It had accumulated over days. It had snowed and snowed and snowed, that the new snow piled on the old snow, piled onto the old snow. But at the end of the day, it was 31 inches of snow. So, but when I got to Atlanta, I had on flip-flops. I mean, it was like 60 degrees. So I was super excited. Now, this was back in 2015. Well, in 2017, it snowed in Philadelphia, and it was snowing down here. So this weather is absolutely going kind of crazy. And even though I know it's all in God's plan, but still, the global warming, it makes us think about that a little bit more and think about, what exactly is happening. I know the earth is constantly turning, and maybe we're turning into a cold front. I don't know. But I just know that now it seems like you can't, change the the area code to change the weather. You can't do it anymore. And then finally, we were talking about giving back, but we also, and we're talking about Philadelphia, we're talking about Meek Mill, who, if you followed that story, that, you know, he was incarcerated for 2 to 4 years for a probation violation. And it was such an outrageous situation because it was a probation violation. And I think the violation was simply that he was arrested for doing a wheelie on a bike or something like that. And it was crazy because he actually beat the charge that violated his probation that actually sent him to a state prison for 2 to 4 years. So everybody heard about this. There was all kinds of celebrities. There was protests. There were all kinds of things that was going on. There were all kinds of free Meek Mill concerts. You know, Jay-Z said some stuff. I actually think that Bill Cosby was involved in some things, and Dr. J was involved. So it's been a pretty big situation. The reason why I bring it up now is because when I was talking about giving back, from jail, Meek Mill also participated in Kaepernick's 10 for 10. So he's still giving back, even though he was incarcerated, and some may say he was incarcerated wrongly, or his term was unjust. He's still giving back. So he deserves applause. Congratulations. Thank you, Meek Mill, because in spite of your situation, you do realize that there are people that are still less fortunate. So thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in to my monologue. Make sure you stay tuned because I have a very, very, very exciting guest who's going to bring to you some fabulous designs, and there'll be a change of scenery. We'll be right back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome to A Talk with Armani. I am your host, Armani Iman. So when it comes to fashion, everybody wants to have their own special, unique look. Everybody wants that couture look, that bespoke look. Nobody wants to go to an event and be wearing the exact same thing as 1, 2, or 3 people. And when, unfortunately, you shop at a store or off a rack, you run the risk of that. My guest, Miss JANICE WILBOURN, and her sister of the WILBOURN Sisters Designs, they can help you with that unique look. They can help you find your style and create it for you. Please help me welcome Miss JANICE WILBOURN. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
So, of course, you know, the audience is familiar with your designs. You dressed to me last season, at the end of my season, in that beautiful dress. And, you know, your stuff has been seen on all different types of red carpets. They've been at all different types of events. I mean, without meeting you, it feels like we've already known you because it's a wonderful thing to be wearing a WILBOURN design. What got you into being into the design business and the clothing? Was it that you like to shop, couldn't find nothing to wear? What happened?
Oh my goodness, it actually goes back 4 generations.
Oh, okay.
So I am from a family of designing women.
Okay, okay.
And I am the youngest of 7 sisters, 7 designing WILBOURN sisters.
Okay.
Yes, my mother, Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, she left us in 2009, but she's definitely here in the spirit.
Okay.
So she left me a legacy. My sister and I, we've been in business over 35 years together.
Okay.
The youngest 2 of the 7, Carolyn and myself.
Okay.
We've been business partners for at least 35 years. And
wow,
we have been,
that is absolutely wonderful.
And we didn't really realize that we were going to be designers one day. We just happened to grow into it as we gracefully aged.
Okay.
A nice way of saying it. But anyway, we grew up in Jackson, Tennessee. That's where we're from, very close to Memphis, between Memphis and Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're from a family of design, you know, seamstresses.
Okay.
And today, sewing is, you know, it's kind of like a little lost trade.
Yes.
So our overall mission now with WILBOURN Sister Designs, our company, is to design and teach young people how to sew, so we can keep the trade going.
Right.
But we're from a family of sewing women, and we've been in business over 60 years.
Wow.
My mother and 6 sisters in Jackson, Tennessee, and to this day, they still have the sewing and alteration business. And they've been around a while doing it. But Carol and I branched off after we got out of college and everything, and got more into it. We lived in Europe in the early 80s. And, and we came back to the States in the 90s and just started just designing more for women that love to be different and
Okay.
like to make a statement.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, like you say, when you go to certain department stores or wherever, you may find yourself.
Right.
Yes, but we do love making ready to wear. Our clothing fit all size women. So we know
Absolutely.
we always need everyday clothing. So we have a wonderful casual line. But then, too, we love to dress up.
Right,
We
absolutely.
love going places. Everybody like going somewhere special.
Yes.
And especially to red carpet events. And so that's one of the other things we specialize in, going to the galas, just like the Trumpet Awards. It was
Right.
last week.
Yes,
Yes, so
absolutely.
we designed for several of the women on the red carpet.
Okay.
And then also the Mayor's Mask Ball here in
Okay,
Atlanta. So we
yes.
love dressing the ladies going to the galas.
Yeah, because it's amazing. It has always amazed me. If you go into Macy's and you'll find a really, really nice
Yeah.
dress, and you know it looks really nice on you, and it just amazed me how that there isn't anyone else in that dress.
Yes.
Like you run the risk that if it's too amazing, somebody else is definitely
run into it.
going to be wanting to wear it.
And it has
Somebody-
happened. It has happened.
So it's like, why wouldn't somebody else be in that dress? You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's amazing for that. But you have bought some designs here, and so when we come back from our break, we'll be up on the runway, and we're going to see some of these
All
designs.
All right. Yes,
You
and
ready
we
for
designed
that?
for all occasions. So you all sit back and relax and check it out.
Okay, we'll be right back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome to A Talk with Armani. I am your host, Armani Iman. So, as promised, I have got Ms. WILBOURN up on the stage, and she has some models. And do you see, now what did you do with your outfit? Tell me, what did you do with this?
Okay, now this is that same fabulous wrap top that you can wear so many ways. Of course, I'm working it now as a hood.
Okay.
I actually took the top and turned it upside down.
Okay.
Yeah, see, so when you turn it upside down, you get more of a collar, and you actually can still wrap it.
All right.
You can make you a hood and also be able to wrap any kind of way. It just depends on who it is and what size they are.
Okay, and what the occasion is,
And
right?
what the occasion is. 'cause I'm-
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's all about designing for all occasions, you know?
Okay, and with that being said, we have some models. So we have our first model.
Yeah, my first model here is wearing one of my fabulous little cute wrap jackets. This is another style of a wrap jacket, and it is made in a more of like a tapestry fabric.
Okay.
Most of our fabrics that we use are fabrics that are durable, they're washable, and they're easy to travel, because it's very, very important about your garment. You can easily roll it up and put it in your luggage.
Okay.
Take it out and put it right on and keep it moving. But this is a
Okay.
fun little jacket. We make them in all sizes also at the boutique. Downtown Atlanta, by the way.
Downtown Atlanta. So
Yes.
you're while we have the next model coming on, where exactly is your shop? What's
Okay,
the
our
address?
boutique is actually located at 134 Peachtree Street Northwest. We're
Okay.
one block of the Ritz-Carlton, downtown Atlanta.
Okay.
Monday through Saturday, we're there 11 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, and in the boutique, actually, you will find a variety of pieces. Like this is one of my free-flowing tops, and we make them in all fabrics. Wonderful knits,
beautiful.
jersey knits. This particular one even has a hood on it, or either can be a scarf. Now, this piece, I'll show you the variety of the ways you can wear it on my YouTube channel. Of course, you get to see all the tutorials.
Okay, and your YouTube channel. Give me
Yes,
the address to that.
WilbournSistersDesigns.com is the website.
Okay.
And on YouTube is also WILBOURN Sisters Design. Yeah, so you see all kinds of demonstrations of how to wear my wrap dresses, my wrap jumpsuits, wrap tops.
Okay.
Whatever it is we have, you can find out how to wear it.
And speaking of dresses.
Yes. Dresses. Now, here we go. Now, this is a beautiful one on Miss Princess herself.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful blue silk. This is a
Okay.
wonderful fabric. Very nice,
It
comfortable
looks
dress.
nice and breezy. Like you can
Very
get some
nice and
air
cool,
going
yes,
on with
yeah.
it. Okay.
And she can even belt it. She can even put a pretty black belt on it, a cinch the waist. You know, we love to show our little silhouette. So you can
Okay.
always do that. And then also we have this little boat neck collar. And this is just one of the many dresses that we have in our collection. Yes, okay.
Oh,
very
wow.
nice with the cuff.
Absolutely
Very,
gorgeous.
very nice. Very comfortable and easy to wear for all occasions.
Okay, so what we're going to do real quick, thank you very much, models.
Thank
and what
you.
we're going to
Thanks,
do
ladies.
real quick is we're going to take a break, and I'm going to bring Ms. WILBOURN back to give you some more information
No, that's
about
right.
how you can have a WILBOURN original. We'll be right back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome back to A Talk with Armani. And if you're just joining me, then you missed not only a fantastic interview, but also a fabulous fashion show. We had some fabulous designs that were being displayed by my guest, Miss Janice WILBOURN of the WILBOURN Sisters Designs. So you and your sister is Caroline.
Caroline, yes.
Okay, you all decided to branch out on your own,
yes.
and you opened up a shop in Atlanta,
yes.
and it's downtown Atlanta.
Oh, yes. Now, we opened up this shop last year.
Okay.
The one that we're in now on Peachtree Street.
Okay.
But before, when we moved back from Europe, we moved into Macy's.
Oh,
We
okay.
actually moved back home to our hometown, Jackson, Tennessee. That was like in '87. But we moved to Atlanta in 1990.
Okay.
And when we were coming back and forth to Atlanta from '87 to '90, we were coming in to do fashion shows.
Oh, okay.
So we would do big fashion shows, runway shows for the different organizations here in the city.
Okay.
But by coming in, we actually met our dear friend Jean Murphy.
Okay.
She was a personal shopper for Macy's.
Okay.
And so at that time, they were looking for black designers.
Okay.
So she introduced us to Macy's at Greenbrier Mall. We were in there for 20 years.
Wow.
Yes, so we was in Macy's for over 20 years.
Absolutely.
Yes, so it's been a blessing being
Yes.
exposed to the people.
Okay.
So right now we're in the process of manufacturing so we can go into more stores.
Okay.
So we're targeting our line now to the apparel mart, the merchandise mart. So
Okay.
we're just looking for buyers, stores from all over the country that would like to carry our line.
Okay.
So we're going in different markets because we do so many different lines of clothing.
And you're teaching now. You're passing the legacy on. So legacy, which doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's familial,
Right.
but just the legacy of knowledge.
Yes,
And
yes.
tell me, how's that going for you?
Oh my goodness, it's so much to pass on to our
Right.
youth. So our overall thing that we're really wanting to teach is the sewing skill.
Okay.
The skill of sewing, but also entrepreneurship.
Okay.
We've been entrepreneurs ever since we can remember.
Okay.
And I actually started working when I was 2 years old.
Wow.
I tell people all the time.
Wow.
Yes. I actually started working at 2. And people say, what were you doing at 2 years old? It's just that my mother was driven. She had 7 children, and
Okay.
she gave all of us projects to do.
Okay.
And so by me being the youngest, my project was picking up scraps.
Oh, wow.
Picking up little scraps off the floor.
Okay.
Around the machines, because they would sew for the public when we were babies.
Okay.
But it's been a wonderful story. It's fabulous, fabulous history. So it's all about legacy, putting it together where we can pass it on and let people see all the excitement
Okay.
that went into it.
Absolutely.
And so now we're teaching handwork, teaching people how to sew on a button,
Okay.
how to hem a dress.
Okay.
Which are basic things. You
Yes.
think people know, but they
Now,
don't know.
now, how do they get to this class?
Yeah, so we're teaching starting this in the spring. We'll start sewing classes again right
Okay.
there on Peachtree. We're at 134 Peachtree Street, downtown Atlanta, Northwest, right down from the Ritz-Carlton.
Okay.
So right there on location, but we're also going in with schools. We do some internship programs
Okay.
with Barter College, with Clark Atlanta, with Georgia Southern, and we're really wanting to be a partner with SCAD.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so we can really work
So you're
with
working
schools.
on that, more of the
Yeah.
technical schools.
Yeah, so we're working on it.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a lot of things
absolutely,
in making,
absolutely.
in the making.
I mean, seeing your designs and all the different things. Now, you said you're also working on ready to wear.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is that going to consist of? Like, are you be talking about, things that we can get off
Yes,
the rack?
yes. Now, you can come into my boutique right now and just find all kinds of things to wear.
Okay.
We have ready to wear, which is your basic pieces.
Okay.
Like if you just automatically wear black, your leggings, your tank top, your black turtleneck, whatever in the winter, then you can throw on my jackets. You may
Okay.
just need a jacket, just cute
Right.
little new tops.
Okay.
Just different easy pieces to throw over what you already have.
Okay,
But I do
absolutely.
have some basics, your
Okay.
basic pieces in there too.
Because sometimes I find it hard. Like I like to wear, I'm really like to be comfortable.
Right.
So, and then sometimes I might want like a t-shirt, but the t-shirt, but I want the t-shirt to be kind of
Something
longer in
different,
the
a little something,
back.
yes,
And
always
maybe
longer.
have splits on the side, but I also want it to have a V-neck and maybe come like mid, you
Yes, yes.
you actually
Now
say,
you
okay,
can come in
these
and
are the
even get
things that
that.
I want. And then so I can come down to the shop and get fitted
Yeah,
and
and
I
get
can get a
just what you
bespoke
want.
t-shirt.
Get just what you want.
Wow.
Yes.
So
We
you can
designed
cater.
to soothe the soul.
Wow. Okay. And it's designed. and tell me what it is. You clothed in the spirit.
Well, one thing, let me tell you what God did, because God is so good.
Okay.
You know He is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so He always speaks to me and just tell me to incorporate Him in it more.
Okay.
You're cloaked in the Spirit.
Cloaked in the spirit.
And then too, touching the hems of His garments.
Absolutely.
So I'm doing a
absolutely.
study right now
Okay.
on clothing in the Bible.
Okay.
Because
okay.
I am a Christian.
Okay.
And I love to dress people all all over the world,
Absolutely.
all nationalities. Everybody got to wear clothes.
Everybody got, yeah.
So the thing
Go to
is,
jail if you don't.
If you don't, you're gonna get a ticket. You're gonna get a ticket.
You're gonna get a ticket.
And the good thing about it, we are the manufacturers.
Okay.
So we can make any and everything.
Okay.
But we're fine tuning our line because it's so wide.
Absolutely.
So we're fine tuning right now. We're doing the infrastructure, our full overall infrastructure. So it's all about leaving a legacy where it's organized.
Okay.
And then also franchising. There's a lot of things coming from it.
Okay.
So right now we're laying a good solid foundation and building the infrastructure.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And we want to follow you. Do you have Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
We're on all the social media, WILBOURNSistersDesigns.com.
WILBOURNSistersDesigns.com.
Yes.
WILBOURNSistersDesigns.com. And that'll be on the website, www.atalkwitharmani.com. And it'll also be on the, of course, their website, which is
WILBOURNSistersDesigns.com.
Okay. All righty. Well, thank you once again for coming on.
Thank you
and
so
we
much.
look forward to seeing some more of your designs.
Yes,
and I
please.
see you've got some exquisite jewelry. Do you also dabble in the jewelry as well?
Now, another great thing in the boutique now, when you come down to the showroom downtown, we also sell wholesale and retail.
Okay.
And we feature other artists.
Okay.
Our showroom is not only about us, it's about everyone.
Okay.
So we feature other jewelry designers, hat designers, even some clothing designers.
Okay.
And special occasion, types of things to accessorize to go with, accessories.
Absolutely. And
Great
I see that
accessories.
some of your pieces are versatile because it was,
Everything is
and at
versatile.
first it was a chain
choker.
around your neck,
It
but
can
then
be
it
a
can be
belt.
a bracelet or it can be
Depending
a
on how
belt.
sharp you are, honey.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and do what you want to do with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
sweetie.
appreciate it.
I want to dress you more.
Okay, definitely. I want to be dressed.
Yes.
Okay. We'll be right back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Thank you so much for joining me today on A Talk with Armani and listening to all the different things that we were talking about with Miss Janice WILBOURN and teaching the basics of sewing and passing the legacy. And a lot of people take that for granted. There's a lot of people that can't sew a button or sew a hem or repair a rip. And that's kind of strange because that's basic things that we used to learn when we were in school in home ec. You learned how to thread a needle, and if you got a rip or something or a button came off or something was going on, your pants was too long, you would hem it. Now we put everything in a bag and we rush it to the dry cleaners and we pay someone to prepare something as simple as that. So make sure you go to WILBOURNSistersDesigns.com and see when she's offering her class. And if you aren't in the Atlanta area, you can't make it to that, maybe you can send her an email or fill out a contact form and find out where there may be a class like that somewhere in your area. It's important to participate in your own rescue. I say that all the time. And part of participating in your own rescue is learning how to do for yourself. And what way to be able to do for yourself than to be able to learn how to take care of yourself by repairing your own clothing, fixing your own food, sewing a button, I don't know, learning how to drive. That's a topic for another day. Until then, stay safe.